Hello, welcome to Eli Talks With. This is it's something new that we're doing. Now we're doing a interview with these legendary band. Can you introduce yourself?
I don't know. Can you introduce me, Eli?
I'm here with Sammy and also Zack of Goatwhore. So how you guys doing?
We're doing good, man. How about yourself? You all right?
Yeah, just this is new for me, but like I hope this goes well.
Let's hope it goes well for everyone.
It's like the casting couch.
Oh yeah, true.
Let's not go that far.
Eli's casting couch, everyone.
How's it going with the tour so far?
It's going great.
That's good.
Fantastic, actually.
That's good. You guys are doing a co-headline with Incantation, right?
Yep. Us, Incantation, and Bewitchers on it as well.
That's awesome. And I looked up to some of your videos, and I seen that you and John from Incantation have like a long history back, like touring for a while, like 20 plus years.
Oh yeah. We did a tour in Mexico. I believe it was 1993, 1994, maybe 94, 95. The band that I was in prior, Acid Bath, toured with Incantation in Mexico for 2 weeks. So me and John have been knowing each other for a while.
Yeah, I was watching a bit of it and his perspective on it, and he was saying how like, oh, I can't believe that these guys like they're so high, and it's just like we couldn't believe that they were playing the way they were. So it's just like that's cool that he was impressed by you guys.
Yeah, some certain chemicals enhance certain individuals certain ways where they could actually function on these certain chemicals. And sometimes these individuals can't function on these certain chemicals, so they didn't. So it's all experimentation.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's times when I'm drinking, I go a little out of hand. So, what's your poison a drink if you had a favorite one?
Heineken Zero.
Heineken.
Yes.
What about you, Zach?
I mainly just drink beer, so I'm not really picky. But on tour, it's probably Modelo, as you can see, and maybe a little tequila every now and then. Maybe in moderation.
Oh yeah, definitely got to change it up for a bit. For me, definitely beers as well. I'm a beer guy. Like I like all kinds of beer, but like if you just give me like anything, even like Budweiser, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, if you like beer, you like beer, man. Doesn't matter what kind it is. All pretty much almost taste the same in the general idea. No, I take that back. They don't all taste the same. PBR's garbage.
Oh, well, I don't care for them. For sure. Well, I mean, is there any drinks that you don't care for, like when it comes to beer?
I guess on the road, I don't like to drink like really popular heavy beers.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like lighter beers, like a lighter Mexican lager, or Coors Light, even just something I can drink 12 of and still be operational.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because
we had a day off the other day. I went to like a German restaurant, like pub kind of thing, and I love German beer, so it's good to drink some good beer, because on tour I mainly just drink shit beer, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I could definitely relate, because I remember last time I had like this hazing IPA, and I had like 6 of those, and by the end of it I was just gone. Like, I was not
your ass, man.
for sure. All right, so you guys have a single out that came out a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Well, it came out like 3 weeks ago, right before the tour started. Yeah. I think video was released with the single, and then we're playing that song live on this tour. So just gonna give people a taste for the record that's coming out in October. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's coming out October when again?
7th, October 7th on Metal Blade. Yep.
Metal Blade. And how long you guys been on Metal Blade for?
It's 05. Or the first record with them came out in 06.
Yeah, so 2005 we've been with Metal Blade.
How they been treating you?
They treat you good, They're all right. Not bad at all.
That's what's up.
Can't complain at all. They're great.
How was the previous labels? How were they? Were like?
I'm not gonna talk about that.
Okay, for sure. But you're just satisfied with Metal Blade.
Oh yeah.
An established record label for metal, so.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, they kind of legendary label, done a lot for metal over the years, and yeah, it's cool to be a part of it.
For sure. And how long ago was the last album? 2017, right?
Yes.
And
2017 it came out.
and what were you guys doing besides the obvious 2 years hiatus? Not touring. What was going on before then?
We were writing a lot.
Yeah, we used the extra time, due to the pandemic and everything. We just used that time just to fucking write a shitload of material and then just refine it and pick the best 10 songs for the record and go record it, so it wasn't super rushed, we had time to really overthink things in a good way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And I was watching a video of you, well, not you, Sammy, talking about you when you first joined the band, and you were 17, right?
Yeah.
So, what was your mindset trying to join Goatwhore at the time?
I was just stoked, man. I was a kid, just literally graduated high school, and I get to go on the road with one of my favorite bands, and thinking back to it, I was like, damn, these dudes who have been around for quite a while had to put up with this fucking young punk kid coming in the fucking band, But it's cool, and it's bizarre to I'll be 36 in a couple weeks, and over half my life. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
to
20
be
years. Oh, wow.
playing in the same band and still doing it. It's cool. It could be worse ways to spend half your life, I guess. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So you enjoy having him as your drummer in the band?
I fucking hate him, man. No, I'm kidding. I love him. He's one of my best friends, man. We get along great. And that makes things a lot fucking easier when you're out here and you're on tour and you're trapped in a van for months on end with someone that you really don't like. It sucks bad. So when everybody gets along, it's fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying?
It's good to hear. So there hasn't been no complaints?
No, none whatsoever.
That's good. That's good to hear.
A couple, he puts the complaints about me in this weird little jar in the van, the complaint jar.
He never reads the complaints, though. The complaint department is closed.
Damn. So, speaking on your new record, what's the name of the new album again?
Angels Hung from the Arches of Heaven.
Okay. Is there anything in terms of lyrics different about the new one than the previous one?
That's definitely a band department question, but I know the last one kind of had a running theme to it, and that's definitely more Ben's department. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean the lyrics that I've obviously read for the record and heard, it's some of his best work. It's like he never ceases to amaze me with what he's able to come up with, and Sammy too lyrically. Yeah, it blows my mind because I'm not I'm not good in that department. You know what I mean? So it's cool to see other people who excel at that.
Just a drummer.
Yeah, just play drums, man. That's all I do.
Any input on the lyrics, Sammy?
It's all about the devil, basically. That's all I'm going to say. It's all about evil. Not much has changed.
Yes. So never changing the lyric topic, I see.
No. There's no reason to.
Never about emotionless, I don't know. Never about unicorns, nothing like that.
Nope, not gonna happen.
So what made you only want to talk about like demon or Satanism throughout the years of your career?
Because I love it.
Awesome. So I also want to ask, what made you want to name your band Goatwhore? It's because you think goats are whores, or?
It's a long story, and I haven't answered this, Levi, and I've answered this question a million times, but you're lucky I'm in a good mood today, so I'm going to answer it for you.
Okay, thank you.
So, we were kicking the name around Goatwhore for a while, and we were going on the other name, and we are just kind of, maybe it's kind of a weird name, because there was this ritual that a certain occultist used to do, where they would have an orgy with a woman, and at the climax of the orgy, the final part of the ritual, she would have sex with a goat or make a goat ejaculate.
Oh, wow.
And such makes her a goat whore. So that was where the idea for the name came up. Then, a friend of mine and I went to a strip club, and there was a stripper, had long face, hair in ponytails, kind of looked like a goat.
Interesting.
And then something happened, and she came up and she was trying to get money off of us, and he was like, "Get the fuck away from me, you fucking goat whore."
Oh,
And then I was like, "We're definitely naming the band that now."
nice. Nice. Hey, it's a good name. It's like typical venomous, rock and roll devil.
Yeah, man. Gotta get creative with it sometimes.
Definitely. So I know this may not be the biggest inspirational question, but like for sure, Acid Bad is a completely different band from Goatwhore. So like musically, like what made you want to change that style at the time?
Because I've always wanted to play this kind of music, And Acid Bath, there was nothing wrong with that, but that band has a certain vibe. And this thing that I'm doing at Goatwhore was definitely not fitting the vibe of Acid Bath, I mean, there were some parts that were kind of sneaking in as we were writing before we broke up. There was definitely some more extreme parts that are kind of being slipped in here and there. But, as a whole vibe, you got to kind of go with what feels right. You know what I'm saying? And I just always wanted to play in a band that was like super fast and just super heavy all the time. And this just kind of happened like that.
Definitely. And I do appreciate like that style of black metal because like the first wave, if you care to call it that, it's always about the riffs and I appreciate the riff more than like tremolo picking. So
yeah. Yes, it's all about the riff.
It's more rock and roll based, kind of. Yeah, but I mean, it's all good. But yeah, I agree. That's the riff is. It's all about the fucking riff, to me.
Definitely. Like even though it's not like pure like rock and roll like style, but like you could just tell like damn that the way you strum your guitar is just like, oh, it sounds like old school, Well, I mean, for sure.
A certain attitude to it,
Definitely some like badass like way of doing shit too as well. Anyways, yeah, but that scene where you come from, it's like completely like different than like the music that you're doing now. Like you guys definitely stand out than like Down and
yeah, it's more like the sludgy, doomy kind of stuff out there. That's it's the majority of what's going on in New Orleans right now. There's a couple of death metal bands out there that just just getting started. There's a couple of black metal bands, but like as far as the bands that everyone has heard of and exposed to on a normal basis, they're all like the doomy stuff like Crowbar and I God and Down and the three that everybody's familiar with. You know?
And then Phil from Pantera.
Yeah,
for sure. And it's also known for like its rap roots. Well, not rap root, but like it's just more popular there. I was wondering if you're like also if you guys are influenced by other types of music besides metal.
No, absolutely not.
All right, what about you?
It's all pretty much rock and metal to me, man. It's some basis in rock and roll, It's pretty much all I really primarily listen to, but yeah.
For sure. Do you still live in New Orleans?
Yeah.
How's that nowadays living or being there?
It's all right, it's okay. New Orleans is never gonna change. It's gonna be the same shit it's always been, But it's all right. It's not for everyone. Let's just put it that way.
For sure. So how was it like growing up for you over there?
I grew up like 2 hours south of New Orleans, actually, in the middle of the bayou, in a place called Galliana, Louisiana, which basically is the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
So as soon as I got a chance to get the hell out of there, I moved to the city,
That's great to hear. Well, how was living in the city when you had a chance to move out?
It was cool, because, I mean, I was going to rehearsal 3 or 4 nights a week and driving an hour and a half almost, so it was like, it sucked, So it just made sense where the majority of where I was jamming with the dudes I was jamming with were in New Orleans, so it made sense for me to move there,
Anything that you like miss about home? Like is there like something unique that you like about New Orleans than anywhere else?
My cats.
That's awesome.
My cats is about the only thing that I miss that's in New Orleans right now, Other than that, New Orleans is just sorry. I don't really go out much and stuff, I just kind of stay home.
And perform.
Pet my cats and play my guitars, basically.
I miss the weather.
Do you live in New Orleans too?
That's a joke.
Well, I know you're from Arizona, so
Yeah, I live in Phoenix now, but I've lived there back and forth over the years. But
how was that going when you were growing up?
oh, it's cool. I don't know. It's a place to be from, and whatever you get used to it, and it's cool.
Not really like known for its metal scene, but there's like a couple of bands out there like Flotsam and Jetsam and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it's Sacred Reich. You got some. Definitely got. It's a big city, so there's always metal bands. But yeah, those are probably like the big two. And Alice Cooper lives there. That's pretty cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot about that. Well, he lives there now, right?
Yeah. Alfred lives out there.
That's cool.
Makes it kind of cool, I guess.
Definitely. All right. What should we expect another tour? Well, I know this is a current one right now, but any future plans? Actually, yeah.
Yes, we're going to Europe in January and February, and we're going to try to do something again in the United States between now and then, hopefully. And if not, then we're definitely going to hit the United States again next year when we get back from Europe.
Okay, definitely. And anything else for like the viewers? Like, why should people care about Goatwhore?
Why should people care about Goatwhore? That's an interesting question, Eli. Zach, you answer that one. I can't think of why people should care about Goatwhore. I'm surprised that this many people actually care about Goatwhore.
I don't like telling people what they should or shouldn't do anyway. Care about it if you want. If you don't, I don't give a shit either way. But we do what we like to do, and hopefully it shows that way. We care about it. We put a lot of work into it. And if it's your thing, that's cool too. And fucking hang out with us, man. Enjoy it.
All right, awesome. All right then. Thank you very much, Sammy
Thank you, Eli.
and Zach.
Thanks, dude.
All right. All right. Till next time.